Okay, so for this paper, Project 3, with it being a researched argument essay, let me go to my final draft. I chose to discuss arts, in the curriculum, and my title was Arts in the Curriculum, Painting the Image of Education Without Art, which I tried to get a little creative with the whole painting and art, but whatever. Okay, so for the most difficult thing for me writing this paper was definitely the APA format. I've written a few papers in APA format before. I think one of my high school teachers made me, and possibly my professor last semester, or my first semester at Appalachian in the RC 1000. I'm not sure though. I just know I've written a few papers in it before, and I've liked writing it to learn a new way of writing other than the traditional MLA format. But obviously it's harder because you're not used to it. So when making it, I really relied on this, which was the one you gave us through the link right here. Obviously you know where you provided it. But anyways, I kind of just use this as a model to make my own paper. And I felt very official writing this. But anyways, off topic. So starting off with the abstract, where'd it go? There it is. I thought I almost just, I had a, when I wrote my first paper, sorry, I'm all over the place, but when I wrote my first paper in my rough draft that I turned in and got peer reviewed, it was an MLA format. And so I had, the usual intro paragraph and then went into my bodies. And going in and changing it into my APA format, I almost just took the introduction to the MLA paper I wrote for my rough draft and placed it as the abstract and just used that. But I went back and decided not to be stupid, and I really tried to embody the whole paper, or the main points of the paper inside the abstract, while keeping it under a minimum of 250 words per, where is that? Where'd that go? Oh, but it does not note that most abstracts do not exceed 250 words. So I really tried to format my whole paper, like I said before, to that Purdue example. The keywords I thought was really fun. I kind of just went through my paper and, pecked at different words, seeing which one I used a lot and which ones were most important, I think, for my whole paper, and kind of put them up there. Going into it, oh, oops. Okay, going into it, I have the title again, and I, dove right into it. The hardest part for me was probably, the citation and in-text citations again, literally almost all my papers this semester, and even back from RC 1000, that was my hardest thing. So I think that was what I left most room for improvement. Really, honestly, I'm gonna refer back to this a lot. I really, looked at this, looked it over as much as I could, and, tried to emulate it in this paper with the citations and stuff like that. Not copying it, not like plagiarism, but just the page numbers and where to put what and where to put dates and stuff like that. So it was a really good source for me writing this paper. I used it a ton, so thank you for that. Overall, the whole essay, I feel pretty good about it. Making it honestly gave me hell. I really oh my lord. Okay, this is embarrassing. Anyways, I went through 2 different full batteries making this, if that makes sense. I had to charge, I know that sounds stupid, but anyways, I just read over the whole thing probably like 20 times, no exaggeration, trying to make sure everything was in place, trying to make sure I had good in-text citations, and I feel pretty good about it because I literally know it like the back of my hand now. But I'm hoping that I know I did my best, and I know I did the best I could, so that's why I feel good about it right now. And I think I do provide good points as to why art is very vital for our education system and our curriculum. My peer reviewer offered me really good feedback. We had the same, I'm sure you know this, we had the same exact topic, literally almost. And I incorporated things that he suggested, like towards the bottom, I remembered biggest comment is I felt like there was a lack of solid thesis to draw the entire paper together. So I, went back and I really tried to make a solid thesis. My first one was what many school curriculums did not take into consideration is the benefits of being able to creatively express yourself through different mediums, art being one of them. And my final draft thesis was, let me find it. Okay, I guess it'd be in the abstract now, but I'm gonna just read from here. Going against this claim, this paper highlights the benefits of arts programs and how they help students not to only better themselves in the classroom with their enhanced focuses as an outcome of the art-based activities, but also how teaching arts at a young age can help young children develop needed skills in order to grow properly and efficiently. If art were to be taken out of the curriculum that students today or the students are learning today, not only would their current education they are receiving be affected, but their future would be as well. Which, in my personal opinion, I might be a little biased, but I think that's a pretty gosh darn good thesis. It probably isn't, I'm just kidding myself. But anyways, so I took that off of my peer reviewer's suggestions. He suggested a lot of grammar, which is obvious I did. I do have a lot of grammar issues. But so yeah, I really appreciated his feedback. I didn't include any images or videos in this. I hope that wasn't required. I looked over the rubric like 5 times, and I literally have like 3 to 4 full papers of just notes of stuff that I had to, like, I told myself I had to look over before I finally made this video, finally, like, tucked it into my final draft Project 3 folder and left it alone and left it for you to look over and grade. But, yeah, I think I went over pretty much everything. I didn't have any images or videos, and I don't think that was required. I hope it wasn't, but anyways, I didn't have any of those. And I decided on all my quotes from Google Scholars. I went on all the websites and sources you suggested right here, and I didn't really find many. My best source that I did find was Google Scholars. I found all of my sources literally on there. And all of them are scholarly sources, as per requested. I don't have them numbered, because that's what it was like in the Purdue. Also, I hope we don't have to have, where is it, an appendix. I did not know what an appendix was, and so I didn't put one. But I do have my references, all scholarly, all 6 of them as required. And that is good. They're not numbered like this paper. And that was just the default margins. Everything's double spaced. Sorry, I'm going through like my checklist in my head. I have my paper right next to me. Sorry, I'm reading that to look over and make sure I did everything. Try doing here. Peer reviewer. Talked about how the essay was stressful, but good. I feel pretty good about it. Quote quotes, Google Scholars, and citation in text, where I leave most room for improvement. Overall, I really did enjoy writing this essay, even though it took me literally like what feels like forever. Obviously, it wasn't forever, and I'm just dramatic. But I think it was a really good learning experience, even though I have written one before. It was really good to just, remind myself how to do something other than MLA, and it's different. I had to type out literally every individual citation because whenever I looked it up on like Citation Machine or whatever I use, I would not find it. So I had to go in and like manually do everything, which sounds like really 21st century of me to be like complaining about, because that sounds just so lazy, but I just thought about it when I was looking through this. So yeah, I really liked making it. I also like really like how this title, it looks like more official to me than MLA, and now I'm just rambling, so I'm probably gonna cut myself off soon so I don't sound stupid. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Even though it was hard, I think it was good. And I think I did good. I hope I did good. And now I can focus on revising my past essays and working on the final essay. So, excited to start working on that. Thank you.